Hi guys, welcome to the first video of my channel, Arsenal TGI. Please like and subscribe to this channel and tune in every Friday to hear about the latest transfers, more about previous and upcoming games and inside news. Sorry this video is one day late, but I promise you from here on, they'll be every Friday, so please tune in. Okay, let's go. For transfers into the club, the main one you would have heard about recently is the signing of Ivory Coast international Nicolas Pepe. At 72.9 million, he's our record signing and says to be a very skillful winger that can add a lot into our attack. It's thought that he'd be a regular starter alongside Aubameyang and Lacazette and be on the right to deliver those balls in. But just who is he? Well, he's a 24-year-old who was born in France and in his youth played at Solitaire, Paris Est and Poitiers and started his senior career here in the lower leagues of French football. One season in, he got a move to the B team of Angers and his professional debut came in 2014 against Ajaccio against Ligue 2, and he spent a year in the B team. He was loaned out to US Orleans where he scored 7 goals and came back the next season and became a first team regular with 33 appearances. This got him an international call-up and Lille became interested too. They snapped at the chance and bought him for 10 million in the summer of 2017. Although in his first season, Lille came 17th, the last season he was on fire in Ligue 1 and only second to Mbappe and starred in the 5-1 thrashing of PSG, guiding Lille to second place. He's continued to play for Ivory Coast and he didn't have too much luck in this year's AFCON, going through to the quarters but getting knocked out on penalties by Algeria. He has a nice left foot but also has nice pace and skill and can quickly run onto the ball. So that's all good, but the question on some people's minds remains, why not Zaha? Before looking to Pepe, Arsenal were interested in Zaha and there are claims that they still are, but it's less likely now with Pepe and the budget restrictions. So why not Zaha? Well, Palace have valued him at 80 million, however Arsenal have made offers of 40 million which have been rejected. Also, his wage bill would be quite high too, and considering the amount of money that the club receives, it would be quite out of balance. In terms of play though, he was quite versatile and on the wing plays a forward like Pepe, but there are reports that he could play in a midfield role this season. In retrospect, the two are very similar. They both have pace, can run onto the ball and have movement on the ball as well as off it. Zaha was a star player in our home defeat to Crystal Palace, which could have been the difference between the Champions League and Europa League football. Arsenal was also his boyhood club and he was a very avid fan. So it seems like the perfect matchup, as he's made his interest clear that he wants to play European football. However, if you look at the contrast of Zaha and Pepe's seasons, 10 goals to 22, 12th to 2nd, and Lille's thrashing of PSG, you could argue that Pepe is quite hot at the moment and is a better option right now. You could also argue that he's a better value for money, but apart from that, there is really not much to separate the two, although Zaha does have more Premier League experience. Okay, moving on to games. Well, on Wednesday, Arsenal faced French team Angers at Stade Raymond Kopa. Angers started the match well and took the lead 13 minutes in through El Malali as the ball slipped past the defence and he went round Martinez to score. However, we improved as the half went on but just couldn't find a goal. Emery made 2 key changes at half time, bringing on Thompson and Maitland-Niles, and 4 minutes later Nelson scored from Nketiah's block shot. The game remained open from then on as the two sides both had chances to take the lead, neither successful. The game went to penalties and the score was at 4-3, with Maitland-Niles and Xhaka, Aubameyang and Willock all converting, and then Angers player Kanga blazed his shot well over the bar. Mkhitaryan, with a chance to win, ended up doing the same. Luckily for him, Emi Martinez saved from former gunner Jeff Rain Adelaide for us to win 4-3 on penalties. Our next game is against the La Liga champions, the Giants Barcelona, on Sunday at the Nou Camp for the Gamper Trophy to bring our pre-season to an end. For team news, it's unlikely that new signing Pepe will feature, however Lacazette has a higher chance of featuring after spraining his ankle against former club Lyon. Torreira and Elneny are back in contention and Tisbalos is a name expected to be on the team sheet. Hector Bellerin, Rob Holding, Mavropanos and Errol Smith-Rowe are all sidelined, while Laurent Koscielny is still a problem. Ozil and Kolasinac are in question for reasons we will come back to later. For Barcelona, Suarez has started training again, but Messi has not yet returned from his Copa America break. Piqué has also resumed training, however Malcolm, set to join Zenit, has travelled to Russia. Griezmann is set to play after the transfer embargo between Barcelona and Atletico, but seems to have settled now. Finally, we move to inside news, and the question is still lingering is, what is happening with Koscielny? Earlier this July, he handed in his transfer request to play in his homeland, however it was denied. He then, in anger, refused to travel with the squad on their pre-season tour. He was then told to train with the youth, and sanctions are set to be in place, such as being stripped of the capacity and being fined. There have been mixed reactions from fans. Koscielny and Arsenal have not responded, although there have been rumours about him saying that this would have never happened if Arsene Wenger was in charge. Emery responded by saying, "I respect him, but we have responsibility, he has responsibility, and the club has their responsibility, and I have responsibility. And now it's one issue for the club and for him. My idea is to continue training with the players we are working with and the players that want to beat him." In other news, last week Thursday, Ozil and Koscielny were attacked by two men wielding knives. The two were driving in North London and parked where the men pulled up in mopeds beside a car. Koscielny confronted them and fought them off, but Ozil was said to be terrified and reported the incident to the police. Both have been offered support by the club and are said to be back in training. That's it for the main stories. Other stories include Christian Bielik leaving to Derby County, and 3 of our fixtures have been rescheduled due to TV selections in the Europa League. Arsenal vs Bournemouth has been moved back a day to October 6th. Sheffield Wednesday vs Arsenal have been moved back 2 days to October 21st. And Arsenal vs Crystal Palace has been moved back a day to October 27th. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and follow my Instagram at ArsenalTGI for more news. Share this video please, and thank you.